influencers have ruined photography. This glorious industry has been absolutely destroyed by influencers. Clients today are happy with some young kid turning up with their phone, taking pictures and just using them for Instagram. So we say. However, there's a bit more to it than that. Influencers are a very interesting breed of person, and I can say that because I would be classed as an influencer. What I'm doing right here today is what people would say is an influencer. I am the annoying person who's stolen money from those people who used to write books. They used to spend ages writing a book on how to do photography. Now, this idiot sits in front of a camera and just rants at it. I've ruined their day. And it's the same thing for us photographers with the iPhone influencers. I say iPhone, any phone. I use an iPhone. But that's not why they've ruined it. Firstly, well, there's two parts to this. Firstly, if you think your work has been stolen by a kid with an iPhone, then yeah, it has. Your work wasn't good enough. If someone with an iPhone can beat somebody with all this kit back here and, hundreds of thousands of pounds of lights and cameras, then yeah, they deserve the job. If they're able to do it cheaper because all they need is the phone in their pocket, then yeah, they can price cut you. That's on you. That's not on them. They've worked out a better way to do it. And I've heard loads of comments recently going, they don't even get good image quality with an iPhone. It's not the same as shooting RAW. Clearly, the client doesn't care. And if the client doesn't care, it's not important. Now, we have clients where the image quality absolutely matters. It's maybe one every 5 years. Generally speaking, they want a good image. They don't care about image quality. They don't care about catch lights or all this nonsense online. They want good images that are interesting, that sell the product. That's what we're dealing with here. But here's how influencers really have ruined photography. There are a lot of YouTube channels, and I know this because I fell victim to this. This is absolutely how I wasted many, many years in my photography journey. There are YouTube channels out there, and they're not pretending to be professional photographers. Let me make that they're not going, this is how you do it professionally. They're not. They are influencers, but people think coming into it, like I did, of course, that what they're doing and what I'm doing and others like me are doing is the same thing. It's not. It's a completely different industry. When I'm working with my YouTube hat on, like right now, I'm looking for brand deals. I'm looking for endorsements. I'm looking at ways to make this profitable as a business. When I'm a photographer, it's a very different business structure. It's a very different goal. It's a very different reach. It's entirely different. What I do to make my YouTube channel profitable is not what I do to be a profitable photographer. What we do here is not what we do there. It is two entirely different industries. But when you're new to this, when you're fresh to the game, you perhaps don't know that. You might see one of these influencer people or content creators. I think influencers become like the derogatory term now. They're called content creators. That's what we use when we hire them. We need a content creator for this event. We need someone to create content for this. It's a content creator. They're just like us. They're faster, they're quicker, and they understand social media. In the same way that this is a quick YouTube video. This camera, it sits here and it stays here. It doesn't move. I've got a mic just here. It doesn't move. My light's just there. It doesn't move. It's quick and dirty. We don't go for this low level of effort for a TV commercial. There'll be a whole crew in here, but I'm creating content. And hopefully the content is educational and interesting. And more than that, hopefully it helps you save time. So the problem is this. Influencers look like photographers on the outside to the uneducated. I spent years trying to get brand deals as a photographer. It doesn't work. No brand wants a brand deal with you. I tried going direct to client to shoot content for them. It's not the industry. There are two clearly defined industries here. There's us, the commercial photographers, which I'm hoping if you're watching this channel is what you're into. And then there's them, the content creators. I do both. It's a different job. I would say it's much harder to get into commercial photography than content creation, but neither's easy. Building a YouTube channel, this is a small channel, very small. It wasn't easy. It was very difficult to learn all the skills. I had to learn audio. I had to learn video. I didn't do video before this. I had to learn how to edit. Then I had to learn packaging, title design, thumbnail design, all those little bits that matter, social media. It's a whole career. But over in the photography world, there's another whole career and it's very different. You don't need to know social media in the same way. You don't need to know packaging in the same way, but you need to know some other dark, dirty secrets out there. You need to get all that stuff going on. They are two different jobs. Do not concern yourself with content creators if your job is commercial photography. If you're finding that you're losing work to content creators, you're pitching to the wrong clients. There's no way that I should be up for a job against a content creator or an influencer, whatever you want to call them. That should not happen. Now, for my podcast at the moment, as content creators, we're looking for sponsors. And I'd imagine everybody going to these brands looking for sponsorship deals, they're all content creators. If I saw a commercial photographer sat there going, yeah, I'm just trying to get a bit of a brand deal here, I'd be like, you're in the wrong room, mate. Get out. Likewise, if I'm going to pitch on a client and I turn up there and there's loads of young kids with iPhones and gimbals walking around, I know they can't afford me and I'm in the wrong place. Two separate things. They're not battling each other. People are getting content creators now. They're not going, oh, well, we used to get a billboard campaign shot for our local cafe, but now we just get an influencer in. They were never getting that done anyway. They didn't even have it. Before social media, these small businesses, they didn't do photo shoots. We're not losing work to them. And then what we do get is higher end brands and bigger brands now need more shoots because of the sheer volume of content they have to put out there. And they want a mixture of content creators and professional imagery. They want two different campaigns running at the same time. I know that if I run a professional looking advert to sell my workshops, it's not going to go down that well. If I paid 10 influencers to push my workshops, I'd get much better sales. So as a YouTuber, that's what I would do if I was going to do advertising. We don't do either actually, but that's what I should be doing. As a commercial photographer, we don't do that. It's completely irrelevant. It's completely pointless. We need to be less bitter. We need to be less worried and concerned about what other people are doing. My girlfriend always says, don't fall off your ladder whilst you're straining your neck to watch others climbing theirs. Climb your ladder, look forward, do what you're doing. If you find yourself up against people who are a different thing, you're in the wrong room. That's on you. That's your fault, not them. Influencers aren't ruining our industry. They're not stealing our careers. There is a bit of an issue where you can get misled and think that you go, oh, I'm going to be a commercial photographer. Let's say Peter McKinnon, for example. He does great work. His YouTube videos are, well, they're undoubtedly the best photography YouTube videos, but he's not a commercial photographer. Now, you might come into this and look at him and go, oh, he must be a commercial photographer. Let's follow him, do what he does. And then you suddenly go, I'm making no money. He is a great content creator, a great photographer, videographer. His video skills are brilliant. A brilliant presenter. Like, there's no way I could ever get to his level of presenting skills. It's just not in my remit. And of course, he might get booked to do the odd commercial shoot, for sure. Sometimes I get booked to do stuff I don't do. I get booked to go on TV shows sometimes. It's not what I go for, but I still do it. You wouldn't call me a TV presenter. But all of these things, it's just knowing what you want. And also, let me make this very clear, there is no shame in being a content creator. Content creation agencies make an absolute fortune. It's just a different business. In the same way that pack shots and e-commerce is nothing to do with commercial photography. You still make a damn lot of money doing it. They're all very profitable if you do them right.